Hi kindergarten, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about our seasons and then also the different colors that you can find in those seasons. So before we begin, let's think back. Last time we talked about fall and leaves. What kinds of colors remind us of fall? Go ahead and talk to a partner and then raise your hand and then we'll discuss what colors you think represent fall. Okay, great job. I hope that we said red, orange, and yellow. Those colors remind us of fall. We're gonna call those the warm colors. Go ahead and say warm colors. Good job. So we call those the warm colors because they make us feel warm. Yellow, orange, and red are kind of like fire or a hot desert. That's why we call them warm colors, is because they remind us of things that are warm. Now, let's see if we can make a prediction or an inference. If the warm colors are red, orange, and yellow, can anyone raise their hand and guess what the three cool colors might be? Okay, well, I hope that we guessed and made a prediction that the cool colors are blue, purple, and green. So think of cool water, a cool lake. Or maybe it's a winter night and the sky is purple and you're walking through a really cold and cool woods and you see lots of green colors on the trees. That's how I remember my cool colors. Cool colors make us think of things that are cool. Before we begin, we need to write our name on the blue sheet of paper. I'm gonna go ahead and write Mr. Boatfield because that is my name. But if you have your own special name that your mom or dad gave you, go ahead and write that now. We also need to write our class code. I will pause the video so that I can tell you our class code, and then you need to write it right next door to your name. So here are the things we need today. We need a placemat. Go ahead and put your placemat underneath your blue paper so that we can be ready to paint today. You're gonna need your leaf again. Now remember, it doesn't matter which leaf you get, they're all kind of different and that's okay. You're also going to need this little itty bitty sponge. Please be kind to the sponge, please don't rip the sponge. The sponge is your friend. Today you will be sharing 3 colors with your people at your table. Now we have blue, purple, and green. What do we call these colors, guys? I hope we said the cool colors. We are using cool colors to represent the season of winter. Winter, you can see these colors a whole lot. Sometimes you'll even see these colors show up in the snow. So hopefully it snows this year so that you can see some different colors of light reflecting into the snow. Now today we're not gonna be using a paintbrush. We're actually gonna be using this little piece of foam. So this is how you use it. What you do is I'm gonna put this over here where the rest of my table can share. I'm going to take my foam. I'm going to lightly kiss the paint. Remember, give it a little kiss. You should have a little bit of paint on one side. Now we are gonna be making the outside of this leaf. What do we call the outside of something? We call that the outline, or you could say silhouette. I am going to go ahead, hold my leaf with at least 2 fingers, and I'm gonna keep my fingers there. And now I'm going on the outside of the leaf with my purple. Now, could someone please raise their hand and tell me what they think is gonna happen when I pick up the leaf when I'm done adding the color? I will give you a few seconds to think about it. Raise your hand if you have an answer, and if you are sitting quietly showing me you're ready to answer, I will call on you. So I hope that we said we would find the outline of the leaf once we picked up the leaf. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. Whoa, check out that outline. We have a beautiful silhouette of a leaf. But purple is not the only cool color. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down right here. And we are going to find a different color. Let's do a little bit of green. Go ahead and go in that green. And it's okay if the colors mix a little bit, as long as you're not doing it on purpose. So remember, 2 fingers down, and then give your leaf some kisses on the outside so that we will have a beautiful outline. So I am now all done adding some different leaves to my blue paper. I want you to notice that some of them overlap. Some of them are on top of each other. That's okay. I want you to really fill up this piece of paper with your leaf and make all those different outlines so that it's filled up and it makes it very interesting. Now, in a moment, I will come by and have you pick up your foam and your leaf, and you'll return those to the sink. While you're waiting for me to clean all the foam for the next class, I want you to take those white crayons and I want you to go over the lines where the outline is. So all those lines we made with the foam, I want you to go over them with the white crayon. So you're going back and making them even brighter so that people, when they walk by and they see your artwork, they are going to immediately notice those beautiful shapes in there created by the leaves that we used when we took the paint on the sponge. So you're going back and you are giving your lines a little bit of white color. Wow, look how different it looks now once I went over the outlines of those shapes with the white crayon. It made it so much brighter, and it really is gonna make those people who walk by our artwork really notice those beautiful shapes that we created. If you still have time and that we're still working, you can always go back and maybe add some designs to your leaves. One thing I like to do is I like to maybe draw a line, and then I'll connect that line with all those little corners and those little triangles that we created, and it starts to look like a real leaf. So that's one way you can make your artwork look real. You can make a line across your leaf and then start connecting those different edges of the leaf. It's almost kind of like our Y trees. And now it's starting to look like actual leaves. How exciting. I am so excited for us to get started on this, and I'm so excited to see what these look like when they're all finished. Okay guys, have fun, be kind, and please share.